going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to take a look at Surging Sparks. I haven't talked about this about a week, you know what I mean? Like doing weekly updates with this. We'll probably do weekly updates probably until the end of the year, until we get Prismatic Evolutions. Then we'll start doing weekly updates with Prismatic Evolutions. Kind of want to go from there, but we'll see what happens. But today we're going to talk about Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is going crazy as always. There's some interesting things going on with Surging Sparks that I didn't think would happen. The booster boxes are kind of staying stagnant. They're moving up a little bit, but we still have a little bit. I said by the end of the year, this box will be between 225 and like 250. Probably a lot of people saying, I'm hearing is saying like 250, which it might happen because look, as we can see, there's consistently sales for 209 now. I think last week when we looked at this, it was consistent sales for like 200 and 205. Now they're starting to be 209 and starting to be stronger prices for that. So that's interesting to see what's going on here. Like I said, Surging Sparks is interesting because we're gonna take a look at deeper. What's interesting too is look, I was telling everybody, hey, and when I seen this ETB for $45, I'm like, hey, this is a good deal. I wasn't telling you to buy it. I was just saying like, hey, I'm surprised the ETB is still this price. Guess what? Regular ETB is selling for $70 now. $70 That's crazy to me. I didn't even know that until I started like about to make this video. Like, look at this, $75 consistently. I'm seeing a lot of people on like online being like, ooh, I'm finding these ETBs here, there, everywhere, and stuff like that. I see why now, because look, they're going for $75 now. That's crazy. And people are telling me, oh, the ETBs are the same pack as the price as the box and stuff like that. I mean, I guess it looks like it. That's kind of, now they're starting to move up more price. See, that's what I'm kind of starting to do now, is kind of looking for products. Let's say booster boxes are like $200. Let's say ETBs are like $30, $40. Kind of look for those kind of differences in prices, because that's where you can maybe make the gain on. But you know what I mean, that's just something else. But let's see what we're looking at too. This Pikachu right here. This Pikachu, I take back what I said. I said this Pikachu would be under $100. This whole set in general has kind of outperformed what I thought it was going to do. So I mean, I guess it makes sense that I was wrong. This card right now is selling for, oh my goodness, there's some sales for $200 for this card. $200. Consistently around $200. That is crazy for a gold card in the Scarlet and Violet era. Can we say this set's a little overvalued? I think this Pikachu might be a little overvalued personally, but I mean, that's just my opinion. It is kind of harder to hit than like the like regular Pikachus and stuff like that. I don't know about the SAR. I don't know about the hit rates or something like that, like exact hit rates, but this is probably up there with the SAR Pikachu, so it kind of makes sense. What's kind of crazy what's going on here, this Pikachu right here, look at this freaking regular Pikachu. It's crazy. I think I had this one too, and look what it's selling for. This is selling for $40. $40. Every single Pikachu card in this set is going crazy. Actually insane. It's wild to me what's really going on with this set, because it seems like value is starting to shift from other places. Like we send other cards that were stronger, like the SAR Pikachu still holding really, really strong. Pretty sure we're looking at next, is it? Yeah, it is. The SAR Pikachu. This card is holding strong still. It's starting to move up a little bit though. I knew it kind of would fall within that $450 to $500 range. I don't think it would go any below that. So like you're saying, there's a couple still sales going for about $450. They're starting to be around $500. So the card's starting to move up. Which when these cards start moving up in value, I feel like the booster box is going to start moving too, but we'll have to see. And the main thing about the booster box right now, why I believe so, if you hear from a lot of other people that a lot of people think, or a lot of people say that from distributors and stuff like that, that's where I like getting my information from, is people that have distributors and stuff like that, because that's where you can kind of really get the real information, you know what I mean, like that. They probably, some distributors are probably holding back information from them, but majority of the people online, like I like listening to PokeAnnie and stuff like that, because they'll tell you honestly, straight up, they'll be like, hey, we can't get any Surging Sparks, I can't get any right now for this price, blah blah. You see what I'm saying? So if they can't get it from distributors, now we're waiting for reprints to come out to get some more Surging Sparks booster boxes. So once the supply dries up on the market, which is probably happening right now, day to day, I gotta make a whole video about supply getting dried up, but right now supply is getting dried up with Surging Sparks, because there's no other really crazy set. Maybe Terrestrial Festival a little bit, but I feel like Surging Sparks is still one of the big sets that people are trying to still open up. So it makes sense why this set would be kind of dwindling down in product. It's going to take a while, of course, but there's just so many streamers and everything that opening this product. So if you can't get more supply on the market, it's going to get bought up and kind of, you know what I mean, ripped through and everything like that. And we don't have nothing else good until Prismatic Evolutions for English. So this is the big English shit that people are going after, and they want to chase the Pikachu and stuff like that, because the box is still kind of decently priced if you think about it. If you're being able to pull a $450 card, a $200 card, another $200, this set right now has the value perspective of this set. It makes sense. I've talked about this multiple times in multiple videos. The Latias 2 is holding really strong. This card is good too. It's one of the top chase cards in here. but it might get taken over by the other Pikachu. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But look, this card's consistently selling for like a 230, 240. This card hasn't really moved any much, really. It's kind of stayed stagnant, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But the main thing, too, is this PSA 10. We'll just look at the Latias. The Latias PSA 10 went down. It was, I think the first ones were sold like $1,500 and stuff like that. Now it's consistently selling for like that $700-800 mark, which it makes sense. This card's really strong, so I'm surprised. Look, a couple of them selling for $1,500. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some of them are selling for that. But if you look at the PSA 10, regular Pikachu PSA 10 is selling for a decent price too. $1,200 makes sense. Selling. Dang, that's why this card's so expensive. $600 for the gold Pikachu. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's crazy for the PSA 10. Dang, $600? No wonder that card's selling for so much money. That makes sense now. Wow, that's insane. Oh my goodness gracious. And this is the Pokemon Center? Is this Pokemon Center? Yeah, it is. It's selling for $275. I thought this would sell for more, to be honest with you. The Magnezones? I would assume so. The Pikachu's selling for more. And this is a regular Pikachu. That is crazy. This Surging Sparks set is wild because of how much... That is a big reason that this set's really, and these cards are so expensive too, is because of the PSA 10s. Look at the PSA 10s of these. Look at this gold Pikachu selling for $600. Typically, like, it's crazy. Typically with graded plays, what I've seen personally is the grade, if it gets a PSA 10, it's selling for maybe 4 times typically what the card value is at. Like, let's say, or I think 3 times. Yeah, 3 times I think it is. I'm messed up on that. Say, for instance, this gold Pikachu is selling for $200. On the secondary market, this, that, and the other. It's selling for consistently for $200. So the PSA 10 is selling for $600. That's what I've seen typically. I don't know. I'm not 100%. I don't really do grading plays and look into grading plays like that. But that's what I've seen with most cards. Really, that's just what I've seen. But in some places it's different because look, this Pikachu is like, you know what I mean. It's kind of selling for $1,200, but the card's selling for $500. You see what I'm saying? There's different plays and stuff like that. The Latias it's selling for $200. The graded play is selling for $800. There's different instances, but this set's such a strong set. And like I've said before, we're going to go back on here. Poké Data, always look at this place. Appreciate them for putting this information out there. It's crazy because look at this Pikachu Gold. It's become the 3rd most expensive card in this set. I thought the Milotic was kind of going to keep going up there too. Even this Pikachu right here is even in the top 8 cards. No, top 10 cards of the most expensive cards from freaking Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is just one of those sets where I just sit back and I'm like, wow. Wow. And every single week, something else changes about this set. Next week, this Lisa's Appeal or Jasmine Gaze is probably going to be one of the top cards. You see what I'm saying? That's just how this set's moving right now. It's just moving in value. But the one thing too that I've realized with this set is consistently when I look on this page every single week that we go over this set total value stays between $1,500 and $1,600. So I haven't really seen the total amount of this set go up. You see what I'm saying? I've seen it shift around, of course. Like, for example, this Pikachu, the Milotic shifted to the Pikachu. You see what I'm saying? Like, different plays like that and other kind of art rares in the set have switched to the Pikachus and stuff like that, switched value around. The set's not really going up too much in total value. It's more of just the set's moving a value around and stuff like that. But some of these cards are starting to create more value for the set, so I think this will probably eventually just go up to like $1,600, $1,700 and stuff like that. Keep going with it. But the higher this total value goes up and the higher amount of chase cards you have with this set, the more expensive this booster box is going to be. If you think about it, if you go try to open Surging Sparks right now, you open a box of Surging Sparks, you spend $200, there's a chance to get 3 cards in this set to get your value back and 1 card to double your value. You see what I'm saying? So the value in this set is here. The strength in this set is here. And these couple other cards you can pull. Let's say you pull a Milotic and you pull a Latias. The value in this set is here. That's why so many people are buying this set and opening it up right now. Once we start to get at $250 and more, then it probably won't make really sense to really start opening it. You see what I'm saying? But I can understand why people are opening it, why people want to open this set, because of how much value is in this set. That's just what I'm seeing personally. I would like to hear y'all's opinions. That's crazy to me. I take back what I said. Right when the set comes out, I'm like, wait, this Pikachu is going to be under $100. This does not make no sense at all. But, like I said, this set's kind of thrown me for a loop. I'm pretty sure it's thrown everybody for a loop too. I mean, I invested heavily into it, really, really heavy into it, but I got lucky. I honestly did. I got lucky. I would say I did. I mean, it just happened there. But I'm surprised this Pikachu hasn't started moving up personally. In a Latias, I'm surprised it's still here. This gold one is crazy. My Milotic was like $200 last week. Now it's moved down a little bit, I think. I haven't pulled that card up, but I don't want to go too in depth with that. The Latios, I'm surprised this one ain't selling for more, to be honest. Some of these cards I'm surprised ain't selling for more. I'm surprised the Celeridge ain't selling for $30. Like I said, I don't really make single grades and raw card grades. But if I would, some of these cards I think are more expensive to me personally. Like, it's interesting to see this whole entire set. Even this regular Pikachu EX is selling for $9. A regular Pikachu, just a regular EX. That's crazy to me how much this set has gone and kept going up. And it's consistently, every single week, the cards in the set just get stronger and stronger and stronger. There's some plays to make in the set. We'll see what really happens. I'm glad I'm invested heavily into the set. So we'll see what happens. Am I going to sell any booster boxes or anything right now? Am I thinking about it? Maybe. Not really right now. I'm not. I have 2 loose booster boxes. I might sell those eventually. Maybe by the end of the year before Prismatic Evolutions come on. I'll probably sell, if I'm going to sell a booster box, I might sell it at the beginning of next year, so I can claim it on my taxes next year and everything like that. And if whenever I'm wanting to create an LLC next year for all this, so I'm going to put it under that and stuff like that. That's what I might wait to do personally, instead of paying the taxes and everything like this year. But we'll see what happens. That's just my thought process of this. That's just me kind of doing it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Like I said, I probably will sell a box or 2, at least 1 or 2, just to kind of, like I said, I bought 2 boxes, and those 2 boxes I bought them at $161. So if I sell them, I'm making like $34 profit, depending the fees and stuff like that. I prefer to sell them in person, which I probably will do, which I'm gonna do, because, or try to do at least, so I can get rid of the, not really have to, pay the fees and stuff like that. I hate fees. Unless I get my own website, then we'll see from there. Ooh, I'm just throwing some stuff out there, But we'll see what happens, honestly. I'm excited for this set. I'm glad this set's performing how it's performing. The booster boxes has kind of stayed stagnant. And another reason the booster boxes are staying stagnant too, which I kind of figured would happen, was because of that $200 range. Because every single time I would post a video about Surging Sparks and talk about the price, people were like, oh, I'm going to sell at 200, I'm going to sell at 200, I'm going to sell at 200, I'm going to sell at 200. Everybody was saying they want to sell at $200. So once that $200 mark hit, I feel like a lot of people kind of just got rid of all their products and stuff like that. As we can see, look, once that $200 mark hit, this is where we start to get more. Look, 700 sales. This was around that kind of Black Friday deals and stuff like that. But look, 700 boxes sold, 1,300 boxes sold. Like, around that $200 mark was that sweet spot for people, because majority of people that are going to sell it at $200 mark was the ones that bought like at 100 and 120 and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm not going to sell any right now. I feel very strongly about this set still, but that's just my opinion on this. I would love to hear what y'all thoughts are on this. I still cannot believe that gold card. That gold card has blown me away. And the ETBs. I knew the ETBs were undervalued. I should have bought some, but I don't really like dealing with ETBs right now. I don't have none ETBs for Surging Sparks besides the Pokemon Center ones. Those are the only ones that I have. But the regular ETBs I do not have. I should have bought them because I said around $45 they're undervalued, but you know what I mean? I didn't take that play. I didn't make the play, but I'm okay with that because I have the booster boxes and everything like that. And I'm already heavily invested into Surging Sparks, so I didn't want to go any heavier than I already was, and I feel comfortable with my position that I have right now. So we'll see how this plays out. I'd love to hear y'all's opinions. Are y'all selling Surging Sparks? Are y'all looking to see what's going on with Surging Sparks? Are y'all making a single plays with Surging Sparks? I don't know. I see a lot of people making a single plays, which is smart because you don't know. With this set, it changes every single week. Like I said, my loader can be more higher next week. The Latios can be higher next week. We'll see how this goes out. I don't really know. I just like looking at this every single week. So I'll be looking at this next week and seeing how this set is performing, because I enjoy looking at it, and y'all like talking about this set too. So I enjoy y'all conversations about this set. So let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think it's overvalued, undervalued? We'll see what happens. Hope y'all enjoyed this. See you on the next one. Peace.